What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, if you don't mind, like this video, comment on this video, share this video, as well as hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content, and as well going live on the channel. A little bit of help goes a long way. I just can't thank you all enough. All right, let's get to this work because my girl Angel Reese got thrown from the game, ejected, I should say. I'm a little heated about this, man, because you know, I don't want to say targeted. I'm not gonna go with that, but I do think that Angel Reese is has been labeled the bad guy. You know, she made a comment. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before or whatever, but recently she made a comment about, um, how she felt like she has to be the bad guy, and she's read in the press a lot of the negative stuff that they've been saying about her. And I just think that's unfortunate. And shout out to Carrie Champion. Shout out to Carrie Champion, Rachel Nichols, Monica McNutt. All these women, young ladies, have been on the money pertaining to the coverage that the WNBA and the lamestream media has been, uh, using to cover these young ladies. Excuse me, I meant to say the language that they've been using to cover these young ladies. Because it seems to me every time something happens to Caitlin Clark, these people go into outrage. Oh, they can't believe it. They shouldn't do this because she's the money. She's bringing all this money to the league. And to an extent, yeah, I get it. But you got to realize that Caitlin Clark wasn't the only person drafted in the 2024 WNBA draft. There was a whole listicle of talent that came out of the collegiate realm. And even beyond that, there's more talent coming into the collegiate realm. Like, people just aren't excited about Caitlin Clark. Respectfully, there's a sector of people that's excited about Cameron Brink, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, and we even talked about Paige Backers and Juju Watkins. That's due to come out of the collegiate sports pretty soon. Um, the mainstream media just don't get it, and they don't get it. They live for the outrage. That's the only reason the mainstream media exists, is to outrage people and be outraged themselves. But Angel Reese was tossed from the game, and I just think that the reason for this was because there's a bit of a target on her back for whatever reason. Um, it's unfortunate, man, that when you try to voice your opinion and stand up for what's right, there's a host of people out here that will just attack you just to attack you. Me, as far as me, and what I've seen covering Angel Reese and my Chicago Sky, there's a lot of nasty, despicable people out there, man. That sit behind their keyboards and talk the most biggest crap. And they were talking crap to me. I'm like, whatever. But talking crap about Angel Reese and don't even know the young lady, calling her all kind of despicable names. I won't go as far as racism. It may be some racism at play with these particular characters, but I honestly think it's just a level of hate, a level of jealousy. The same thing they're trying to say about, Caitlin Clark. I think a lot of people are jealous of Angel Reese. And I'm going to say this because Angel Reese did not come into the WNBA trying to be, tough. She didn't come into the WNBA wearing no suits, trying to do none of that kind of stuff. And I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Angel Reese came into the WNBA with some grace. She's made it cool to be a lady, a woman again. Angel Reese reminds me a lot of the old school players, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, those women that used to hold it down. They could still be women, they could still be mothers, and they were phenomenal, legendary basketball players. They made it, it was cool to be a woman. And somewhere along the way, the WNBA, I believe, the reason why they lost a lot of their identity is because they got away from that. They tried to be butch and be tough guys and all that kind of stuff, mimic the NBA, thinking that people wanted to see a bunch of women running around the basketball court acting like men. That wasn't the case. Angel Reese has provided a certain level of grace. She's bringing into the league with her. And I don't think people are comfortable with that. I just don't think people, the same people that would say they don't want to see women running up and down the court acting like men. These same people are not comfortable with Angel Reese. Angel Reese's confidence, her bravado, and her ability to still, maintain her womanhood. Um, and so I'm gonna just call it what it is. It is a lot of hate and a lot of jealousy, and then we could throw the racism, we could throw the black skin in that as well. That's always a factor. That is always a factor. Um, and I ain't trying to make anybody feel uncomfortable. If the shoe fits, it's because you're eligible to wear it. And at this point, you just got to call it out for what it is. Because I remember last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun, literally ripping Angel Reese's head off and giving her a nasty foul. Nobody was outraged. Nobody said nothing. All right, and I was there. I lived through this. Nobody said nothing about that foul. Nobody said that. Nobody talked about all of the attention and the claim that Angel Reese came into the league with. Because I told y'all, if y'all think that everybody that was watching the WNBA or coming into the WNBA now was just there for Caitlin Clark, you're a fool. You are a fool, and that's why I have to shout out Carrie Champion and Monica McNutt, again, all of those young ladies for putting it in perspective. Really telling it like it is. There's some people out here, man, that are nasty. There's a lot of arrested development in our society now, and some people are sit behind their keyboards, clickety clacking all day, talking crap about everybody. In fact, I made a post on my Twitter. Talking about casual fans. Casual fans don't know nothing. They don't research nothing, but they talk crazy about everything. That's literally what a casual fan does. Somebody that don't watch the WNBA, can't tell you, how many teams are in the WNBA. Can't name 3 players on the team that's in their city or state, and these are the same people running around talking about everybody's jealous of everybody's jealous of Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese has a bad attitude and all this kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's getting to the point where, like I say, I feel like it's a bit of targeting going on. And it's very nasty work, on the sports fans' part. Hold on one second, guys. This is
call is what he made. It's more about composure for us in our young years in the WNBA. So,
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but
how they respond to things. Did anybody tell you what the reasoning for it was?
I tried to get an explanation. I did not. I don't know to this moment what has happened.
Reese's ejection drew the eye of fellow Chicago baller.
But yeah, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. So apparently there was the post-conference interviews with the Chicago Sky players. They talked to Marina Mabry and of course, Coach Witherspoon. I don't know if y'all was able to hear the commentary. I tried to turn it up on the television real quick as they were talking, but Mabry made a good point that Angel Reese has to maintain some composure. She knows that it's a very high emotional, game in itself. The game of basketball, moments are going to be intense, and probably get y'all riled up in some emotion. But shout out to Marina Mabry for being a vet and just reminding. I agree with her, and I don't want y'all to feel like I'm being biased. You just seen it in real time. I'm here to defend Angel Reese, but I'm not going to sit here and say that, yeah, it does require some maturity and some composure, to be able to play in these sports leagues. You're taking on a lot of pressure from a lot of people, a lot of voices, a lot of opinions. So you got to be able to walk with that with some grace as well. But at the end of the day, like I say, man, I don't think it was called for. I think there is a bit of targeting going on. I don't know if I'm double speaking, but I do think that Angel Reese, in the same, well, 2 things can be true. 2 things can definitely be true. I think that people are making a bigger fuss, about Angel Reese than it's necessary. And also that Angel Reese needs to, maintain a little bit more maturity, a little bit more composure, as she holds a position. A little bit of leadership, not exactly as far as her status goes, but, as far as who she is and what people expect of her, and, the way she carries herself. So, the fan bases. The fan base that she has bought into the WNBA respectfully as well. She has to be a role model for those, the young ladies that's watching her. And I agree with Marina Mabry in that respect. But yeah, she was ejected. She did put up a double, 13 points, 10 assists. 10 assists, 10 rebounds. So my girl definitely put up her stat lines tonight. But I will be following this story. Y'all know I've been on top of this WNBA stuff for quite some time. Just want to make sure that I'm giving it the due just light, because the mainstream is not doing it. In fact, I got another video coming up. I shouted out Carrie Champion earlier, but she probably verbalized it the best. I agree 100% with Coach Becky Hammond. I agree 100% with Miss Monica McNutt and what she said on ESPN First Take the other day, putting Stephen A. Smith in his place. And also I agree with Carrie Champion. Excuse me. Just agree with them because they're definitely providing perspective that I think is missing. A lot of these mainstream people are just running with the most dumbed down things, and it's like, bro, y'all, come on, man, stop it. I think it's an insult. It is very insulting to the intelligence of the real sports fans, the real people that follow this stuff, not just the casuals that will be long gone in another year or two, guarantee it. I just had a conversation with a casual. I'm calling all Caitlin Clark fans that are over emotional and casual. I'm calling y'all Karen Clarks. Y'all are the new, that's y'all name. We got the bronzesexuals for the LeBron coat. I'm calling y'all the Karen Clarks. And I believe the Karen Clarks will be long gone by year 3. You know what I mean? Or year 2 even. If Caitlin Clark doesn't, if she just happens to flame out. Even if she just doesn't live up to the quote-unquote hype that they have expected of her. Because I believe it's 2 different expectations, you know what I mean? There's the realistic expectation of what Caitlin Clark can be. I don't think she's no GOAT or nothing like that, but I think that she can be a phenom. She can be a marketing magnet for the WNBA. She has the game. I think that she can kind of mimic a little bit of the success that Steph Curry had in the NBA. I think that's her ceiling. But at the end of the day, if she flames out and happens to just be a serviceable player on a good team or a role player even, these casuals, these Karen Clarks will be long gone, ladies and gentlemen. And for us real fans, that'll be good. We'll have we can just talk about the X's and O's and the real nuances of the game. But for the mainstream media, it'll be another example of why these people cannot be trusted, man. Why these people should not be listened to. The mainstream media will give you 5% of truth, okay? And it's every so often. It's like once a week. They're going to give you that 5% of truth. And outside of that, it's all cap, it's all lies, it's all propaganda. So that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Also, ladies and gentlemen, got 2 designs, 2 t-shirts up for the Legacy Over Money Sportswear apparel line. I'm very excited to get this going on. In fact, it's 2:15 in the morning right now. I am working on some new designs that I will be dropping next week. But you can find the designs that I got right now, one's women's tee, on my Facebook page, Tony the Savant, THEE Savant, and also the Instagram, Tony. I think I put them on all platforms. Yeah, all the platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can find the men's and the women's t-shirt. Hit the Cash App, Tony the Savant. I will have the t-shirts to you ASAP Rocky. In fact, the wife will be controlling shipping and delivering because I got enough on my plate. So she'll be making sure you all get your stuff in a timely manner. That's her responsibility. And just like I say, I appreciate the love and the support. I could never, ever, 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 ever say thank you enough. It is your boy, Tony the Savant. Peace.